Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. As Anglia Ruskin's Academic Registrar, it is both my privilege and pleasure to welcome you all to Chelmsford Cathedral for this afternoon's Anglia Ruskin graduation ceremony. We've all gathered here today to celebrate the success of the class of 2019. Graduation ceremonies follow a tradition from the 15th century, and it is a tradition that has evolved since. Roughly translated, graduation means taking a step. And graduation symbolises the move of the former student, now called a graduand, into a new role in society as a graduate, where they will use the skills and talents developed during their studies to contribute to the future advancement of society. Each graduand will cross the stage and shake hands with the Deputy Vice-Chancellor to symbolise their transition to this new role. We will applaud them for their success so far, but also in anticipation of the contribution we expect them to make to society in the future. At the conclusion of our ceremony, the Deputy Vice-Chancellor will formally admit all new graduates to the community of scholars. And as new members of that community, as the academic procession leaves the stage, the new graduates will join the procession, and that will bring our ceremony to a close. During proceedings, those graduating with higher research awards will have their hoods placed upon them by the Deputy Vice-Chancellor to indicate that they have attained the very highest levels of academic achievement. So, with all the introductions now out of the way, we can begin our formal proceedings. I hereby declare the ceremony to be in session, and I call upon the Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Professor Yvonne Barnett, to come to the podium to address you all. Deputy Vice-Chancellor.
Distinguished guests, graduands, family and friends, colleagues, as Deputy Vice-Chancellor of Anglia Ruskin University, it is my very great pleasure to join you today at your graduation ceremony. Firstly, to all of those graduating today, my congratulations on reaching this milestone and graduating from your chosen course. Today is a day of great celebration. It is an opportunity for each of you to take stock, reflect, and celebrate your achievements to date, but also to look forward to the exciting careers that stretch out in front of you. And whatever career you enter, you are the future. You now have the opportunity, the responsibility to embrace and promote change, to implement new ideas and new ways of working. The passion, energy and commitment that led you to undertake your ARU degree and gave you the strength and resilience to succeed in that task can now be applied to building your careers and realising your aspirations. Whether your future lies in education, health, social care, business, law, science and technology, or the arts, with your passion and your expertise, you really can now make a difference, helping society address the challenges that we all face, nationally and indeed globally. And we will have succeeded in our task if we have helped you develop the skills, confidence and determination to influence and lead your professions, to promote change and to achieve your ambitions. As well as serving our students, we at ARU are fully committed to serving our region and indeed the communities in which we are based. Economic development, social inclusion, business support, tackling health inequalities, these are all fundamentally important elements of our mission. Transforming lives through innovative, inclusive and entrepreneurial education and research. And our reach extends well above the eastern regions in which we are based. We are genuinely a global community of students and researchers. We attract students from over 170 countries, and they flourish with us because they find a second home here. And our researchers too have worldwide reach and impact. Our Vision and Eye Research Institute, for example, is leading life-changing research into the avoidance and management of diabetic retinopathy across South Asia. And colleagues in our Medical Technology Research Centre have recently won funding to develop accurate and affordable wearable technology to monitor the respiratory rates of newborn infants in refugee camps. So in our research, as in our education, we are having a real, tangible impact on people's lives, and that's something of which we all can be proud. The last academic year has been very successful for ARU. We opened our new School of Medicine in Essex, opened law clinics in Cambridge and Chelmsford, became the UK's second largest university provider of degree apprenticeships, and were named one of the top 150 universities for health education. And we were chosen to host the 2020 British Science Festival. Our researchers have won grants from world-class funders, including the European Research Council, the Leverhulme Trust, Alzheimer's Society and the Medical Research Council, and achieved awards including a Churchill Fellowship, an OBE and a BAFTA nomination. And our students too have won innumerable prizes, including the Victoria and Albert Illustration Award, Royal Television Society Award and the Chartered Management Institute's Apprenticeship of the Year. But above all, we define our success as a university by the positive impact we have on the lives of our students and the communities we serve. And for us to succeed, we will need your support as our newest alumni, because the support we receive from our alumni and our friends really does matter, adding value to the education we provide our students and supporting our researchers to push boundaries. So please help us build links with your networks and your professions and spread the word about this great university, your university. Before I close, I would like to pay special tribute to your families and friends who have provided you with their constant support throughout your education. You and we owe them our sincere gratitude. I would also like to acknowledge and thank my colleagues, the staff right across ARU, for their tireless commitment and professionalism and their profound contribution to all aspects of your courses. So once again, my warm congratulations to you all. I do hope you enjoy your day. I wish you well wherever your ARU degree takes you, and please do stay in touch. ARU is your university for life, and our success and your success is inextricably linked. Thank you.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, thank you. So now we come to our main business for this afternoon's ceremony, the presentation of those receiving awards. And I call upon Pro-Vice-Chancellor and Dean of Faculty, Professor Laurie Butler, to come to the podium to present to the Deputy Vice-Chancellor graduates from the Faculty of Science and Engineering. Professor Butler.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, it's my pleasure to present to you the graduands from the Faculty of Science and Engineering. For the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours, Business Information Systems, Matt Banner. Shilaseshe Chanda. Edwin Emery. Debbie Laura Hadley. Omar Banda A. Kayat. Hudson McKee. Elizabeth Odesanya. Mohammed Alamin Sese. For the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Computer Networks, Scott Collinson. Robert David Johnson. Carolina Chukarska. Rhys Leonard Michael O'Sullivan. Elise White. For the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours Network Infrastructure and Security, Rachel Nagy. For the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours Software Development, Victor Campello Teixeira. Sergei Sirku. Jude Exora. Jay McCarthy. Naim Mika Stephen Nijdefor. Omatola Solanki. And also receiving the Computing Achievement Prize, Simon Woolston. For the award of Master of Science in Cybersecurity, Ahmed Yusuf Ahmed Mohammed Al-Jazi. Stephen Mitchell Apps. Ferdos Batty. Oliver Chilvers. Christopher Mason. Alexandra Stratford. Sisira Kumara Tenakun. For the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Building Surveying, Samuel Michael Brooks. Sean Farman. Daniel Gite. Theodora Harris. Oscar Hollington. Adam Johnson. Justinia Kucharska. Benjamin John Mayo. James McCarroll. Samuel Mills. Elliot James Morris. Jamie Murphy. Christopher Ashley Parker. Sarah Scannell. Ricky Stevens. Thomas Waterfield. Jenny Wilkinson. Thomas Ray. Stuart James Yerrell. For the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Construction Management, Jessica Auger. Jacob Mark Betts. Bradley Dean Ellsworth. Kim Rebecca Fraser. Charlie Harvey. Kane Joseph Harvey. Sean Jennings. Gerard Sibi Ubiso Johnson. Patrick Keane. James Kelly. Miles Marvin Kirby. Samuel J. Overton. Connor Parker. Joseph Parsons. Taylor Pike. Brandon James Plum. Kian Sean Redfern. Callum James Sherlock. Ryan David Smith. Lewis Abu-Nader. For the award of Master of Science Construction Management, Prajwal Devaraja. Kartik Prem Kumar. Jason Carl Walton. Manuel Abayomi. For the award of Master of Science Construction Project Management, James Olubunmi Adenjini. Nikhil Parim. Thomas Edward Sims. Aniruddha Reddy. Gary Wyatt for the Bachelor of Science with Honours in Construction Management. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, that partially completes the list of graduates for me to present to you today.
Professor Butler, thank you. Each year, ARU makes a small number of Student Leader Awards, which recognise, celebrate and reward exceptional contributions to ARU and the wider community through extracurricular activities. Recipients of these awards have exhibited exemplary leadership skills and demonstrate that their work has benefited their fellow students and the wider community. Of the over 7,000 ARU graduates invited to our 2019 graduation ceremonies, only 6 have been selected for these esteemed awards. I now call upon Dr. Ioannis Kypreos to come to the lectern to read the citation for the Student Leader Award for today's recipient, Christopher Mason.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, it is my pleasure to read the citation for Christopher Mason Student Leader Award. Anglia Ruskin University has established a process for awarding up to 6 annual Vice-Chancellor's Student Leader Awards. These awards aim to recognize, celebrate, and reward exceptional contributions to Anglia Ruskin and to the wider community. Through their extracurricular activity, recipients need to have shown exemplary leadership skills and to be able to demonstrate that their work has benefited their fellow students, the wider community, and their future employment. Christopher Mason, graduate of the MSc Cybersecurity, is one of the Vice-Chancellor's student leaders for 2019. Christopher was one of the winners of the Big Pitch 2018 and was Student Entrepreneur of the Year 2018. His winning idea for an IT company that is run by students for students, giving them valuable work experience and skills, gave him an award of $2,500 towards the startup of his new business. Christopher gained multiple business skills and acumen through this process. Christopher has achieved a gold level and volunteering due to the many free hours he devoted to assisting the Remus Memorial Horse Sanctuary with their IT skills, with tasks ranging from on-site fixes, remote monitoring, and project work. He successfully encouraged more students to volunteer at the sanctuary and assist him with their IT requirements. Christopher also is the volunteer minibus driver for the student union and drove the ARU minibus back and forth across campuses during the SU student union elections, ensuring students could campaign at each campus. During his time studying, Christopher became the president of the Cybersecurity Society and has worked very hard to raise awareness of this new society by organizing events, workshops, and external guest speakers. He was also the collaboration coordinator of the Computing and Technology Society and has been nominated for 4 Student Union Awards this year. Christopher has demonstrated through the multiple awards that he won, as well as through his volunteering, that he has a strong set of leadership and entrepreneurial skills that he can take with him into the workplace whilst helping the wider community. Christopher, we are very proud of you. Well done on being recognized as one of the Vice Chancellor student leaders for 2019.
Christopher, many congratulations. We now continue with our main business for today's ceremony, the presentation of those receiving awards. And once again, I call upon Pro-Vice Chancellor and Dean of Faculty, Professor Laurie Butler, to return to the podium to continue to present to the Deputy Vice Chancellor graduates from the Faculty of Science and Engineering. Professor Butler.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, it's my pleasure to continue the presentations of graduates from the Faculty of Science and Engineering. For the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Quantity Surveying, Brett Louis Angel. Samuel Temi Tope Awalusi. Osama Mohammed Baba. Syed Mohammed Yusuf Badalu. Hayford Bafor Awar. Luke Michael Baker. Adidepo Babatundi Banwo. Bradley Barkway. Elliot James Barnard. Harrison Betton. Jack Matthew Brumby. Harry Robert Brundle. Sean Michael Casalaspro. Jake Chapman. Liam Thomas Chappell. James Dalton. Ayopijo Ayoso. Harry Andrew Field. Ronan Ford. Michael Frank Omar. Beaufort John Gamby. Caden Frank Goldspink. Corin Goodson. Ryan James Granger. Alice Greengrass. James Ronald Griffiths. Jack Hayward. Aidan Jackson. Garuri Kingston. James Kitchen. Elliot Adam Rees Lawrence. Connor Andrew Lenehan. Craig Anthony Lewis. David Charles Longman. Rebecca Evelyn Lowther. Jack MacDonald. Fraser Ross Mallory. Christopher Ronald George McCarthy. Rupert Kenneth McPhee. Mohammed Abuter Mia. Mike Mitchell. Alex Murley. Junior Nakube. Scott Andrew Neville. James John Notcutt. Simon Allen Nother. Rexford Nana Kwame Apoku Agiman. Robert Andrew David Osborne. Michael Osei Bonsu. Scott Payne. Nathan Andrew Popham. George Arthur Peter Robinson. William Henry Arthur Rout. Edward Rufu. Alexander Russo. Ingrid Corrine Seelman. Craig Tallentire. Charlie Thompson. Amy Wakeley. Sam Watson. Russell George Wilkinson. Tommy Lee Wilson. Matthew Wiseman. For the award of Master of Science and Engineering Management, Michael Adedeo Agunbiadi. Fahem Yasser Obeid Al-Salami. Blida Kala. Stanley Olowatosin Dasso. Hamza Taysir Mohammed El-Haj. Danny Hines. Kur Anathan Nan Tha Kumar. For the award of Master of Science Project in Management, Christine Norton. For the award of Master of Science Project in Management, Zulkir Nera, Man Khalifa Obed Al-Salami. Guneet Singh Bhatia. Zulkarnaini Farouk. Ezekiel Ozonui Inazu. Michael Allen Seo Johnson. Joseph Campilla. Nicholas Marcus Mackenzie Smith. Nur Fazira Binti Md Salah. Joshua Milgate. Robert Campbell Miller. Joel Elise Mayoto. Ibrahim Opayama Olialani. Charlene Pearman. Colin Elias Rodriguez. Gina H. Snopstad. Enver Gurkan Tekiner. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, it's my pleasure to present those who have been awarded higher research degrees. For the award of Doctor of Philosophy with a thesis entitled An Intelligent Image-Based Colorimetric Test Framework for Diagnosis, Marzia Hoke Tania. For the award of Doctor of Philosophy with a thesis entitled The Effects of Fluid Flow Geometry on the Physics of Flow, Dominic Adeozai Onimowo. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, that completes the list of graduands for me to present to you today.
Professor Butler, thank you. Congratulations to all our new graduates, very well done. Now, there will have been some graduates with whom you studied who, for one reason or another, have been unable to attend today's ceremony, but we should also acknowledge their success. So will you please join me in their absence in congratulating them on their achievements. We are now nearing the end of our ceremony, but first I should like to ask one of our wonderful new graduates, Russell Wilkinson, to come to the podium to propose a vote of thanks on behalf of all of those receiving awards today. Russell.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, honoured guests, ladies and gentlemen, fellow graduates. It is my pleasure to offer the vote of thanks today from myself and on behalf of all the students graduating at this ceremony. When we set off on our journey into academia, graduation was where we wanted to end up. As the great balladeers Oasis once sang in Wonderwall, all the roads we have to walk are winding. However, today, as the sat-nav says, you have reached your destination. As we depart from university as graduates, we join the professional domain equipped with the knowledge, skills, and determination to make a positive impact on our planet, on our society, and on our professions. I would firstly like to thank the academic staff at Anglia Ruskin University. Their guidance, knowledge, advice, whether taken or not, and their encouragement not to just learn, but to understand, analyse and question, will act as pillars in our future lives, both professionally and personally. By utilising both their academic knowledge and their professional experience, we were able to think beyond the classroom so that theory could be applied. I would also like to take the opportunity to thank all the other staff at the university. Our successes would not be possible without the work of the department offices, library, student union, iCentre, and many more, whose hard work and dedication allowed us to fulfil our potential. Thank you to the families, friends, and loved ones for your support throughout our academic journeys. For mature students like myself, that journey may have been a little longer than expected. However, I can assure you, as you look across to our graduates, there will not be a single person over there who would not have been able to succeed the way they have without your love, kindness, and support. Fellow graduates, I am honoured to speak on behalf of you all to give my congratulations on the completion of your journeys with Anglia Ruskin University and your achievements today. Whilst today marks the end of this stage in your lives, I have every faith you can go on to make profound and significant impacts in your careers and on the lives of those around you. Finally, I'd like to leave you with a message from the film The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. It is never too late or too early to be whoever you want to be. There's no time limit. Stop whenever you want. You can change or stay the same. There are no rules to this thing. We can make the best of it or the worst of it. I hope you make the best of it. Thank you very much.
Russell, thank you and very well done. I now, for one final time, call upon the Deputy Vice-Chancellor to address the new graduates. Deputy Vice-Chancellor.
And now, will all of those who have been presented to me here on the stage please stand? As Deputy Vice-Chancellor of Anglia Ruskin University, I hereby admit you to the degrees, diplomas and awards which you have been presented today. As a member now of the community of scholars, take all that you have learned into society and uphold the values of freedom of thought and scholarship. Our warmest congratulations to you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of our ceremony, and I hereby declare proceedings closed. Can I now ask everybody to stand for the academic procession?